As authorities signal a delay in completion of the JFL North temporary facility, nurses are giving the executive of the Juan F. Louis Medical Center 30 days within which to execute the move, citing dire, stressful environmental conditions at the current facility because of its failing infrastructure. Darrell Smalls, Executive Director of Facilities and Capital Development for the Territorial Hospital Redevelopment Team, said the postponement is a result of manufacturing delays for a 260,000-gallon water storage tank caused by the global steel shortage.
In June of 2022, we were informed by the tank manufacturer that due to force majeure, which in legal terms translates to, and I quote, unforeseeable circumstances that prevent someone from fulfilling a contract, unquote, the delivery of the tank would be delayed and was rescheduled to be shipped to the territory by July 31st, 2022. On August 4th, 2022, we were once again notified by the tank manufacturer that, and I quote, production of the Juan F. Louis Hospital MIP 01605-0 has been further delayed due to ongoing supply disruptions and steel raw material challenges.
After encountering numerous roadblocks, Small said the tank finally arrived on St. Croix on September 26th, and that the construction of the mechanical building, which commenced in December 2021, is more than 75% completed. However, the delay has forced the postponement of the transition to the new temporary facility by approximately another month. That information, however, was apparently not shared with the nurses who, under the territory's State Nursing Association, collectively submitted written testimony before the Committee on Health, Hospitals and Human Services on Friday, outlining their dissatisfaction with current working conditions.
As the voice of registered professional nurses in the territory, VISNA implores all leadership to exhaust every avenue to expedite this move into JFL North. The association, VISNA, can no longer allow this situation to drag on and would like to see this matter addressed with a sense of urgency. The quality of nursing care is seriously impacted and nurses' licenses are in jeopardy. VISNA requests the evacuation of JFL and activation of JFL North within 30 days.
The nurses did not say what they plan to do once those 30 days are up. In response to the letter, Douglas Koch, JFL's chief executive officer, called the timeline irresponsible, arguing that authorities were not going to expedite construction at the risk of compromising patient and staff safety.
You know, I work with nurses on a daily basis, walking through moving water buckets to leaking roofs, picking up infrastructure challenges on a daily basis. And I have a full listing of, you know, just the things that happened during Tropical Storm Fiona. So no one wants to be out of that building more than I do. And it's not about me. It's about our patients and our healthcare workers. So, and I think you saw during my testimony that I commented very similarly to the expressions that were just read into that correspondence. But I would close. So I very much agree with their thoughts. But I think the part that we may be missing is our communication. And I think communicating a little bit more openly and frequently would be of assistance here. And I will commit to doing that to anybody that is willing to have that conversation. Because to put a time limit of 30 days is, to me, it's irresponsible, because it's not focusing on what we need to focus on. And that's the quality and the safety, most importantly, the safety of our patients and our staff that need to move into that building. And we will not do it until we can assure that.
Once the mechanical building has been completed, it will be used to house the critical systems required for the temporary hospital to operate, such as components of the life safety system, the domestic water supply system, the oxygen supply system, as well as the emergency backup generators. Based on the testimony of the THRT facility's executive director, the certification of various internal systems would be next on the agenda.
The next steps to facilitate the opening of the interim hospital include the certifications of the various internal systems, the installation of internal and external signage, the implementation of the transition plan, which includes upcoming tabletop and live exercises, orientation of key staff such as physicians, nurses, and other ancillary staff, as well as training on newly installed equipment, to name a few. The training and certification process could not be accomplished without the systems that are currently nearing completion. There are several other key components that are required to support the operability of JFL North that have yet to be implemented, which, however, will not prevent the opening of the interim hospital. Based on our current construction schedule, all systems are to be installed and operational by October 31st, 2022. The coordination of the testing and certification processes will commence during the third week of October and run into November 2022. Once we receive notification that all the systems have received favorable certifications and no further modifications are required, the leadership of Juan F. Louis Hospital will immediately initiate the official transition process to relocate the existing patients within JFL to JFL North.
To complete construction, the facility is still awaiting the critical administration building to house vital non-clinical functions such as physician and nursing administration. That building will also serve as the main entrance for JFL North and is tentatively scheduled to be completed in July of 2023. Another key component is the development of the recently leased 5-acre parcel located directly east of JFL North, which is slated to include parking for staff and visitors, a critically needed building to provide storage for food and medical supplies, medical record storage, and support services for facilities maintenance.